Hello there, Super Mutant Behemoth, and pew 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 pew. Dead. Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you the Heavy Sniper, the Plasma Caster build. Are you yourself into one-trick pony builds, playstyles? Because this is what it is. It's basically compatible with one weapon, so that's a fair disclaimer. It's very fun to use, but yeah, it is one-trick pony. So we are talking here about the Plasma Caster, amazing weapon, a single-shot heavy gun. So I want to mostly focus on that, especially with the latest updates and mechanics changes. I do have one that is a perfect roll, so that's Furious. That's hit chance, as I want to be one trick pony. I want to be the sniper. My first hit must hit. I don't want any misses at all. So that's hit chance is quite important here. Less action point cost, as I'm mostly running in power armor, so that's not only reducing amount of action points I'm draining, but as well it's reducing amount of fusion core I'm draining. So that's double benefit in power armor. This build can be run without power armor, so that's not the most important. The fact if you want to run it with or without, but it cannot be run with any other weapon but the Plasma Caster. And lastly, there is pinpointer, so the most powerful 4-star. Without it, it will be a little bit weaker, but still will rock hard. Like, even if you don't yet have this 4-star legendary effect, it would still hit very hard and one-shot most enemies. I want to show the best case scenario, so I will showcase the perfect Plasma Caster. I'm not going into too many details today about the build, but of course I will show you what I do have in here, as this is focused on one thing and one thing only. Being one-shot kill sniper for most enemies in the game. So there are some universal perk cards that are needed for survivability and so on, but mainly focusing on damage, so all the heavy gunner stuff in there. That's accuracy, so we combine awareness with Eye of the Hunter and concentrated fire. Concentrated fire, you may think it's not so important, but it is. Surprisingly, because those projectiles are relatively slow, it feels like if I fire a projectile that's at 60% accuracy, it jumps up to 80% after it's still flying. That's hitting almost always. You will see the accuracy of this build. So max out concentrated fire seems to work great here. There is standard stuff in endurance, increasing your tankiness. If you want a lot of details how heavy gunner works, I have a full heavy gunner build that works with all heavy guns. This one works with only this one. So that's to be clear. More special for VATS accuracy mainly. Mutations boosted. Then we have our Science Monster for more damage stabilized if in power armor. If not in power armor, then you can add batteries included or something like that. All onslaught effects they acquired, as well as Gunslinger for extra weak spot damage. There is reverse onslaught, so that's Gunslinger Master. That's very important. And yes, I know it is bugging out, so I removed the bugging factors. I will show you the legendary effects that I have at this moment, legendary cards. Gun for legendary in rank 1. Then in this build, I have a lot under luck to make my criticals partly deadly. So I did include glowing criticals. Normally I don't use it. It's not very impactful, unfortunately. I wish it would be more powerful. It is not. But I decided if it's already a one-trick pony build, why not? Why not? Squeeze it even more towards one-trick pony direction. Now, legendaries, you can see, outside of my standard special, I have already Action Diet equipped, as I'm testing this card now, and Power Armor Reboot in case I want to do some raids, and I just want to switch the loadout. I would probably not be doing a lot of raids with this build. You can, but it's not the strongest, like Gatling Plasma is the strongest. So this is about the build. The mutations are the same that I had last time when I was doing command. I didn't even switch them. So they the same. Twisted Muscle do not affect VATS, so I don't need to worry about that. It's not a problem as it doesn't affect VATS. That's enough talking. Let me show you how this works. So here we are outside of the fissure site, and look at that, straight away 95% hit chance on this Scorch, another one, and those are headshots with high distance that are 95% hit chance. That's amazing. And when we have a Scorchbeast, when she's flying very far, you can see the accuracy only drops when she's about to drop my VATS. So when she's outside of the VATS range, then it's dropping to low numbers. But basically, as long as enemies can be targeted in VATS, look at that. And the damage itself, look at the damage. Pew, 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 and Scorchbeast down. So the damage as for One Trick Pony is here. And about Onslaught, as you can see, it's not bugging out for me. I'm not losing any stacks. That's because I don't have follow through and I don't have taking one for the team. Unfortunately, those legendary cards are currently bugging out reverse Onslaught, so I cannot use that. So that's the fissure side. What about super mutants? Can you pop a super mutant? So level 100 super mutants, look at that. From behind, 95% hit chance. And if you don't know, headshots from behind on super mutants have very low accuracy. So having 95%, it's not something you would see every day with every build. So it is good. Therefore, did I even miss one shot today? No, I didn't. I think in this showcase, I didn't miss a single shot in VATS. And every shot is a kill. Of course, Scorchbeast took 4, but that's still really good, I think. Like 4 shots for a Scorchbeast. That's a very tanky flying creature. I think this is great. So you can see the damage, you can see accuracy. Wherever it can be targeted in VATS, it is a hit. That was only one that wasn't, as it was behind obstacles. So that's one thing you cannot do. In Fallout 4, there was a perk allowing for VATS to go through a little bit of obstacles. This perk do not exist in Fallout 76. So bad. It would be so fun to have it. Okay, let's do one more tough enemy. So we are at Salmon's Pen to see if Behemoth is home. That's a very tanky, huge super mutant. Can we still dispatch him relatively quickly? I know it will not be one shot, as this guy has insane amount of health. But how many shots do we need? Hello there, super mutant Behemoth, and pew 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 pew, dead. So I think quite good. So it always hits. It's really good. Okay, accuracy. How far we can still target from? Like, there are some Blood Eagles over there. Can we snipe them? Okay, Forest is... Can we? It's a hit! Okay, it's a hit. So as I'm saying, sometimes even if it's not showing 95%, it's still, like, almost always a hit. Okay, let's go from this mountain. It's no problem. Now it's somewhere. Oh, got it. When they seek for the cover and it's switching between hit chance and 0%, like the 0% is the only scenario that no weapon can hit. That means they behind the cover. As long as I have some kind of percentage chance, it is a hit. As long as it's not a 0%. So yeah, it's a heavy sniper. One trick pony heavy sniper. Do you like this type of playstyle? Like, if you just spec into one thing, rather than being universal, spec into one thing. I generally prefer to be universal. I like to use a lot of weapons, but not everyone is the same, so I don't know. Maybe you would like it. Let me know. Do you like one trick pony build? Specialization rather than universal approach and variety of choices? That's the question for today. And for now, thank you for watching, and see you all in the next one.